Okay, today in this podcast we are discussing coplanar. So I've done the best that I could to draw a cube up here, and you see that we have A and B, we have a C and a D over here. So all I'm going to try and do is just shade the front of this cube right here. So I want to ask you some questions, and just to see if you understand the words co and planar. The root word of planar would be plane, P-L-A-N-E, which means on the same sheet of, same plane, same notebook paper, if you will. So the question would be if points, G, F, and B are on the same plane. Well, hopefully you can see that G, F, and B are both on the front, or all three on the front of the box. So yes, those would be coplanar. And what are some more points that would be on G, F, and B? I'm going to wait on it. That's right. You've got A and you've got Q, okay? So, but a little bit more complicated one might be, what about A, B, and D? Well, the first thought is no, because on the outside of the box, A and B are kind of either on the front of the box or on the bottom of the box, and D is on like the top of the box or the back side of the box. But you have to understand something about coplanar. It doesn't have to happen on a box. It has to happen like on a sheet of paper. So can I take my ninja sword of death, like my sword, and go, ha! Can I cut through A, B, and D all at the same time? Well, the answer is yes, simply because any 3 points will always be coplanar. So it doesn't matter how many points I list. I could list X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z aren't even on my board, but the question is, are they coplanar? And the answer is yes, because any 3 points are always coplanar. So anytime that you see 3 points right here, you might as well answer yes. And then you figure out the answer. So it's ABD, and now the ABD looks like this. It goes from A to B, and we cut this thing off in kind of like a wedge, if you will. So it's like a piece of cheese, sort of. I can draw it a little bit better down here, maybe, I don't know, we'll see my architecture skills. Thank you, Professor Fazio, for helping me out. So I got an A, a B, a D, and an E, and that is how I sliced that sucker right there. So is it true that I could cut a line through A, B, and D? Yes. What are some other points that are on that? Well, E would be on that, definitely, but it also looks like N would be on there. And that's how coplanar works. So then you look over here at this drawing, and I say, hey, what about H, J, and K? Well, duh, the answer is going to be yeah. Why? Because there's 3 of them, and any 3 points are, that's right, you need to speak aloud, your mom will be proud of you. So yes, they are, and any other points, well, I don't have any, so it's not possible. But the part that I want to get to is, what about H, J, M? Well, H, J, M, they don't look like it, I know, because it's not drawn. And M is way down here at the bottom sheet of paper. But can I make H, J, and M all be on the same sheet of paper? Well, the answer is yes. So if I were to kind of draw another sheet of paper that would come all the way down here, go all the way below this thing, okay? That's what that would look like. It would be 2 sheets of paper, put all my markers down. It'd be 2 sheets of paper that go like that. And so they would intersect, and so that means that M would be down here, and then H and J are on that line right there. So this plane would get all 3 points. Maybe that helps you understand coplanar.